Alright, what we building about? Building about religion and shit. Spirituality. Spirituality, I know that sounds spookish, but that's just when people just play with the elements, man. You know? When you dealing with beings who wanna use mediums to help strengthen you instead of the most high creator, that's how the Marocans got it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got it. We didn't have to go to nobody else. You know what I mean? We go straight to the source. And the ascended family members will be there like, that's right, baby. Singing in the name of the Most High, yo, the Creator, because it don't stop here. So you really don't have to go out and ask another spiritual entity that is from another part of the world that you can't see to help you. You have family members that already transitioned, that's learning as well. These are the primary functions of the first, second, and third resurrection, dealing with heaven or the heavens on this world. When you go through all the resurrections, then you get to Etheria and you're able to go to other worlds and experience the vastness of Allah, of Hawa's creation. I said halal, like halal, halal, Hawa. You know, the languages are similar, Aramaic, and Arabic. So don't get caught up in the language of it because that's what they want you to do. Once you figure out a certain point of how you trying to get up out the matrix, they know they already got another trap waiting for your ass. This for my niggas who already done dealt with, the NOIs and the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Hotepinids, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is just like for those who chose to deal with they self now. The feather, nature, supernatural, you, the one, the I am, the mighty. Because they quick to have something to give to your ass and have a certain method of way and how you be able to get up into their little heavens and shit like that. Like giving you 50 virgins or whatever the hell you need to do, some physical carnal shit. 50 virgins. Who wouldn't want 50 virgins? Especially if you're a man and shit and you ain't got it right on earth and shit. Like, well, in the afterlife, I'm gonna have 50 virgins. I'm attracting them. They finna walk over here to me because they see me over here with this high vibratory energy. They're not used to a Marukan energy in another part of the world, and that's where I'm at. And it's not in the Amarukan part of the world like the three superior Indias. We way out. We at the beginning and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some old pan, some continental pan type shit. The energy that's floating around there. You know. Yeah, so we blessed by the mighty banging tree giving us cold ass downloads straight from the source, the Most High, inspired the true connection, the true frequency. So yeah, with and I know I got off, you know what I'm saying, but oh well, we're gonna bounce all around right now. So yeah, to raise your vibe instantly. Because I know nowadays it's probably crazy and hectic for a man, because he probably is having, you know what I'm saying? If he's not having self equality or sex, he's probably watching some kind of porn and shit. And it's making his body create this dopamine within him, over and over again. His body's full of dopamine and shit. Some motherfuckers you can't even sit still with. They might can't even hold their shit. They be sitting there like, what's up, dog? Like, damn, man, you better not be looking at me sexy, motherfucker. I know I'm sitting there like, yeah, man, hey, I ain't gonna say nothing, but it's just the energy though. It's the kind of energy that mugs feel, and it's like I don't know what the fuck to do. That's when they own it. Like, oh shit, this is fucking powerful, And so yeah, dealing with this energy is hella sacred, G, because this is how you create. This is how you create. You become a procreator, not just physically. You're just creating things out of the mind as well, without being subjected to the mind and being in a room that thought over and over again. Maybe easy to be caught under spell. spell work by someone who do who naturally resides on the first resurrection, maybe the second resurrection, that can subdue you to their own desires. Because you got false gods right up on the second resurrection that's considered Lord gods, but they'll consider themselves gods or uh, uh, deists or whichever you want to call it. They'll consider themselves a being that, when I'm the one, you know what I'm saying? You, if you get past me, then hey, you a bad mother jumper. And so with these beings, they make up religions. These are angelic forces, beings. They make up religions and inspire mortals through their hundreds of millions of angels that goes down into the world upon nightfall and strive to inspire the weaker mortals to do chaos and cause chaos and confusion. And those with the weaker mortals, you can have weaker genetics, which is easier for you to have weaker ideas placed into your auric field or in your thoughts. Hypnosis and all that shit's real, man. You want to strengthen your psychic defense, you're gonna have to grade that. You're gonna have to get your tithe. You have to pay your tithes. You have to pay your fare. You ain't gonna just be in this motherfucker just thinking you're gonna be. Oh damn, she gonna always ignore your ass. She got 100 niggas in the motherfucking inbox. Even if she ain't never met a real nigga in her life, she got 100 of them in the mailbox telling her ass is so motherfucking fat. I wish I seen that motherfucker in person. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what I do. So when they run across one, they like, oh shit, and it's probably one of them motherfuckers. Shit. Who knows? But with sex, you have to pull that back and take your power back. And there's only a few of us that can do it. The grand trine energy is highly blessed in that area. So if you have a grand trine, comment below. We can build. That's the symbol of Earth is the triangle. And this is dealing on the angelic realm, because more beings have died than they have, lived. So you got the beings on Earth, then you got the beings on the first resurrection, then you got the beings on the second heaven, then you got the beings on the third. That's like, yo, they just striving to move around now. They done kind of they basically mastered everything on Earth. The feelings that come along with it, the jealousies, the envies, all these different things that go along with being in the mortal flesh. But when you're in that first resurrection, hey, right there, you go to these places at night. That's the whole thing. When you go to sleep, you go back home, but you can't just be there because the spirit ain't ready yet. And so, if you on Earth and you go to sleep and you still having nightmares and shit, then man, that's tormenting spirits. You're vibrating so low. You must have been ingesting some low vibratorial things, poisonous animals, things of that nature, spams and hams and all that kind of shit. And so these things builds parasites. Parasites just come from another spiritual realm, which is like shit that is not natural to this realm, but it's still part of the creation, but it's still like way down the spectrum. But somehow, some way, it just miraculously sprouted up quick in this one. And so that parasitic entity, along with a few million of his other hosts, people, beings, and whatever you want to call it, they latch in, they sit, create larvae, and they wait for the influence to happen from the unseen realm on your ass when you sleep. That's why you pray when you go to sleep. Release it to the Creator. Something. Because you're going back home. And you don't know when the hell your ass going. If you don't understand spirituality, because spirituality is everything. Be on the second resurrection, you probably cool, you dipping through, you still exposed to religions and shit, you still probably trying to pick your religion or which one you gonna do, and because you want to go to heaven, and meantime these damn false guys got religions made up for you to come there and bow every goddamn day by alluring you there, by offering you 50 virgins and earthly things. So with that being said, when I say these religions, there were names of these false gods. You have Luamon, false Christ, warring with the god, the false god Jabril, who came up with Mohammedanism, which is Islam. And then all those sects came from that. And with that, you'll see this is how the spirit realm influences the mortal realm, which is the physical realm, the corporeal realm. And so these energies, they come to they or energies or angels, these beings that live in between the worlds of the etheria and earth. These beings, this is a world you got to go through, and some beings don't want to go through that. You stay so long up in there, you know. It's still the same type shit. It's just on a higher vibratorial frequency. You're light, so you already done went through the process of being spiritually birthed or going through a corporeal death. But with the Amarukans and the Nagas, they're like in tune spiritually, naturally. And this is why you want to strengthen your spiritual gifts while in the flesh. So upon transitioning, you'll be able to have more control on your spirit and where it goes, versus being at the mercy of someone you probably sent back to the essence or something, or murdered, or had something to do with something bad with them, who still haven't mastered their insecurities and earthly desires, even while they're in the light form, in their spirit form, completely. And so they want to bring harm and torment to you. And they can do this. They can do this in sleep world. And when you say sleep world, it's not really sleep world. You're going to the realm where you was at. It's just that your spirit is not all together. And so yeah, if you're being tormented in the flesh, in the spirit world, then chances are you most likely on the first resurrection. Maybe the second. The second is where the false gods lay at. You got your gods and Latter-day Saints, all these different kind of Mormons, everybody, man, they all in that second joint. You know, so the first resurrection, you're dealing with the gangs and shit. You know, shit that you gotta get through. You know, if you can bypass all those and get straight to the third resurrection right away, then hey, shoot, you're you done went through the hell. You done put in the work in the flesh. So when you sleep, it's a nice blissful sleep. It don't matter what's going on outside your ass. Motherfuckers shooting up dope, running around crying, like getting mobbed and everything. You over here and like, because you already done did the work in the flesh. So most I got them 100,000 angels over your ass, sitting there like, yo. Because there's a lot of things you got to carry out in the flesh, especially when it's dealing with a whole world thing. You know, Most High love the truth. So the truth must be established by any means. Because there was a time man didn't even know the science of light beings. They didn't know the science that there was life after the corporeal death. Like, that was actually a birth. You know, they didn't know and understand that. So that's why when they kill, it's just like, yo, you gone from me now. You ain't around here now. And can't understand why certain things is moving in the house where they at. Mothers ain't really gotta do shit. That's just a form of torment. Send insects all the goddamn time around you and shit. Like, I don't know why these goddamn motherfucking birds always around me. Goddamn spirits latch onto your goddamn parasite in your aura. You know, them parasites in your aura giving off the beacon, the light beacon, to say, come here. Come hither, motherfucker. He's right here. Huh. Shit, man. So it's serious. But you can bypass all that. You start doing the work. And you say, well, if something happens to you, if you start doing your work, something happens. What? Shit happens. I can't guarantee all that. But I can say, yeah, faith can go a long way. And motherfuckers ain't even got a mustard seed, so you don't even know what the fuck it can really do in the first damn place. Maybe just try that, because you ain't tried nothing else. Well, we tried everything else, shit. So, I love y'all. I have to drop in with the gym and the jewel real quick and relax. I'm in the cut with the chlorophyll. They don't know I'm right here. Got the stones around me. The stones, brother. You know, that's why I want you around and shit, to keep them spirits, away from you. But, we help them too, though. While in the flesh and shit. Some Jews know what's up. They know what's up. And I love them too. Who want to graze everybody up and get to the next level. And maybe they'll reveal themselves to me then. Let me know what's up. But right now, we got work to do and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's help raise the vibration of this plane. I love y'all. Peace.